Hey Facebook, hello my village. Give me an opportunity to share this live. My normal routine. Hold on you guys, I'm sharing it on my phone. If you're popping in, say something, drop a hey Daryl, hey Amber, hey Tish. Like drop an emoji or something so I can know you guys are here. I'm just sharing the page to my other group and my business page. Thank you. Girl, this is a wig. This is my first wig ever. It was only like $16. But a friend like told me about this place and I was like, oh, I'm gonna try it. Cause you know me, I just get tired of doing my hair for these videos and be sitting here sweating in this 100 and something degree weather trying to curl my hair every week. So I wanted to try something different. Alright, it's shared. Hey Jacqueline. I'm good, Amber. Surprisingly, it's so weird. Like, I just had one day of grieving, and once I got that out of my system, I have been grinding ever since. Been meeting goals, been focused. My mind is clear. Today, I finally finished my website. I finally transitioned my blog over from one server from WordPress, and now it's connected to my website now. So now I have to deal with 3 other websites just to have my content and all my stuff stored. Now I just deal with one website and everything is on there. So I'm so happy for that. Thanks. Today's topic is how to recognize kids' behavior. I've been seeing a lot of stuff going on this week on everyone's posts. Kids starting back school, then they deal with kids whining and stuff like that. A lot of people have reached out to me recently about having these issues with kids causing chaos in the household. And today I'm going to talk to you on how to recognize, because kids' behavior is a language. It's just an unspoken language. And you just have to know how to tap into that language to know how to help them. So that's why I'm going to give y'all some little tips to help you today. For those who are new, because I do have a lot of new people in my group and also on my personal page that's been requesting, I am Monique, aka Coach Mo. I'm a family and parenting life coach. So I help parents, whether you're a single parent, married couple, step parent, coexist, and you learn how to co-parent together and coexist in your child life positively. Not any negative, not drama. I pretty much help people eliminate that drama and unnecessary stuff. So I work with you to like eliminate the stress, co-parent with success, avoid the burnout, because as a single parent you do get burnt out and you do want help. So I help them get that help. Eliminate parent guilt, because a lot of times you feel guilty for either the other parent not being in the picture, things like that. And help you with your work-life balance. Eliminate drama and chaos in your household, because we don't want that around our kids, right? And eliminate courts making decisions for you. Because a lot of people, you don't want to go to court and drag a kid through court because you can't be adults and get it together and make decisions on your own. That's why I have my co-parenting contract, where you can build a plan together and you don't have to go to court. It don't have to cost you $350 to file for custody. You can eliminate your child needing a therapist because of your poor decisions as a parent. So that's what my goal is, to bring families back together. If I can't bring them back together, let them coexist. So that's my goal. What else? I have a list today so I can remember. I'm inviting those who are not already in my co-parenting parent group, my private group on Facebook. The link, I believe, is below. You can click on the link. Also, y'all can check out my new website. Monique Atkins Coaching is still the same .com, but it looks a lot different. and you'll see some prices are a little lower for this month. And I did that because I know back to school, it's expensive. A lot of people want help, but they can't afford it right now because they just spent a ton of money getting their kids in school. So I'm going to help you guys out up until the end of September. So I changed some of my prices are half off for those who follow me in my group. And I lowered some prices on other services. So you can go ahead and check that out. You can also click contact, and if you want to book a session, you can either check out online and then we'll set up a date and time for you to book your session with me. I do one-on-one sessions. I also have a co-parenting program, which is a 6-week program, but I have something new coming next month. So you guys look out for that. For those parents, I have heard you. All those people I've talked to, had one-on-ones with, breakthrough sessions, and you don't have 6 weeks to give, I do have one other option that I'm going to be offering as of next month. Let me see. And get your 45-minute breakthrough sessions in by the end of this month, because as of September, they will be $25. It won't be a free 45-minute session. It will cost you $25 just for us to have that conversation to see if I'm your perfect fit to work with me. But now that those announcements are out of the way, we can get to our topic today. 1 second. So the first, it's going to be 6 points. So this video is not going to be too long. So the first one is whining. Oh my gosh, I hate whining. But there's a reason that our kids whine. So when they're whining, it's usually because they just need a chance to cry. A lot of times we put a lot of pressure on our kids, be tough, don't cry, especially boys. I seen a video recently that I was going to talk about this weekend, but with recent stuff that happened in my family, I didn't get a chance. But they always tell the boys, like, suck it up, don't cry, boys don't cry, stuff like that. Like, that used to bother me when I used to hear people say that. But sometimes they just need a chance to cry. Usually when they're whining, it's because they feel powerless. So you have to recognize, like, ask them why they're crying, because they can feel like you're not listening to them. Every time they try to tell you something, you cut them off, shut up, be quiet, stop crying. They feel powerless. So that's the reason why they whine, because that's the way to get your attention. And they just can't cope. They can't cope with whatever they're dealing with internally. So you have to pay attention to those type of things. See why they're whining. Just like with a baby, when a baby cries, you see as a mom, you know all the cries. If it's diaper changing, feeding, they're hurting, they're just tired, it's nap time, you recognize those things. But it's the same when they get older, but you just have to know what it is that's bothering them. Just have a conversation with them. Give them a chance to cry, because we all sometimes need a time where we just need to break down and cry. We have those moments. I did a video a few months ago about a parent's silent cry. Like, sometimes as a single parent, you break down, you'll cry in the closet, the bathroom, wherever, because you're just like, I'm overwhelmed, I just need to let it out. You can only be strong for so long. It's the same with kids. So we just have to look at that and recognize that maybe they just need to cry, or see why they can't cope with whatever they're going through, or why they feel powerless. The second one is, if you have a kid that's really bossy or controlling, they're usually bossy or controlling because they're worried that their needs won't get met. My son used to do that. He used to be like, Mom, fix me something to eat now. And I look at him like, what is your problem? Like, I'm not going to let you starve. Like, I'm going to feed you. So they get bossy because they feel like if I demand it, it's going to actually happen. But sometimes it's negative for them. But if you have like me and be like, who are you talking to? But they're usually bossy or controlling because they worry that their needs are not going to be met. So you just have to basically play on their needs. Like, pay attention to the signs. Give them a hug, because half of the time they just need a hug. They just want some attention. So just ensure them that you're there for them. They're going to get what they need. You're listening, you hear them, because half of the time it's just that they want us to see them, recognize them, and listen to them. Thank you, everybody, for joining. The third one would be competing with siblings. I only have one kid, but I see a lot of people, and me growing up, it was 6 of us. I have a twin, and we're the oldest and the only girl, and we have 4 brothers. Sibling competitions and rivalries is real. They need to feel more valued for who they are. So usually when siblings are competing and people are like, oh my gosh, they won't stop fighting each other, they're always arguing, they always at it, they also need to feel more connected to the parent, because usually like people say that middle child and that person get abandoned, or you have another kid and you got to give more focus and pay attention to the youngest kid more, then the other kids might feel more abandoned. And you just have to give each kid equal love and try to spread your love. I know it's hard when you have multiple kids, but spread your love and ensure them that they are valued. It's a little different when it's twins. I'm going to do a post or a video on twins because a lot of people don't understand twins, and I see a few people in the group have twins, and it's a little different because it's like an identity crisis that they go through. Me and my sister were thinking of writing a book, like Double Trouble, on like the stuff that twins go through that people don't understand. You get compared a lot. You fight each other more to have your own individual identity, and people not compare you. They try to dress you like you're a Barbie doll or something, but they don't realize you are 2 different individual people. No matter if you're fraternal, identical, any of that. But I was going to do a separate post about that because it's a lot of stuff that people don't know that twins go through. A lot of people say, oh, I want to be a twin, I wish I was a twin, and then they hear twins say, no you don't. Like a lot of twins will tell you don't want to be a twin, because nobody really treats you as an individual, and you have to pretty much demand for them to treat you separate, like don't compare you and stuff like that. The 4th one would be they don't listen. I know we all have had that time where our kids just would not listen to us. You get frustrated. You're like, why is this kid not listening? They don't feel that they're being acknowledged. I know my son used to ignore me. He'd be like, you're not going to listen to me anyway, or you never let me talk. They go through that type of stuff. I had to check myself recently. Actually, my son's dad checked me recently because my son kept coming to me like, Mom, I'm trying to do something. He's like, Mom, can I do this? And da-da-da-da. He just kept talking to me, and I'm like, Dace, ask your dad. And he's like, he want to talk to you, but you're ignoring him. You're not listening to him, and you want to hear him out. And he just get like so frustrated, and he'll just shut down and be like, you never let me talk. You never listen to me. Like, I'm trying to tell you this is what I want from you. I don't want to ask my dad. But I used to get frustrated only because I'm like, your dad is here. Why are you bothering me? He can do whatever you're asking him to do. And I kept trying to push it off on his dad. And his dad was like, no, you're not listening to him. You're not listening to what he's saying. But I'm like, you're here. Why aren't you doing anything? You're watching him bug me when I'm trying to work. And, like, he checked me, like, you're not listening to what he's saying. Like, it was something that he did need me for and not his dad. But I was just telling him, like, stop distracting me. Ask your dad. He's here after 9 years of us co-parenting 3,000 miles away. I'm like, he's finally here. Why are you bugging me still? I want a break. Like, that's all I kept thinking about is me. But I wasn't thinking about him. And so his needs weren't being met. So he just shut down and stopped listening. And his dad was like, you know that you were wrong. He had to check me on that. And I'm like, I didn't think of it that way. I just wanted a break because finally you're here and I get a break. But he still keep putting all the responsibility on me, and you're just sitting back enjoying life, and I'm doing all the work. So that's all I was looking at. But I had to take a step back and say, yeah, maybe I wasn't listening to him or giving him the opportunity to express himself or ask the question he was trying to ask because I didn't want to be bothered. The 5th one, hey Suzanne, the 5th one is rebellious. A lot of times kids do stuff out of spite, like they become really rebellious. Kids usually become rebellious because they need a chance to feel more powerful and competent. So, especially teenagers, oh my God, you see rebellion a lot when it comes to teenagers. Sometimes you got to let them have that a little bit of freedom, so they can feel more powerful. They would never learn how to be an adult if you don't give them a chance to start taking on those responsibilities, trusting them, instilling that you do trust them in their decisions. Don't leave the rope like too loose, but just trust but verify. That's what I go by. Especially when it's with kids. Like, I'll say, yeah, you can go do this, but I'm gonna peek and I'm gonna check out. But they'll just let them know you trust them. Give them some responsibility. Like, I just started letting my son get up on his own and get to the bus stop to go to school and come home by himself. We're trying this whole little bus system because he wanted to be bused to school so badly. But it helped me because it relieved one responsibility from me. So I'm like, call me when you leave the house. Call me when you make it to school. That's my only rule. So as long as he do that, I trust him to go by himself. Otherwise, I'm going to start taking him again. And the last one is disrespectful. Sometimes I be telling my son, like, your mouth is going to get you in trouble. But they usually show signs of disrespect, like talking back, stuff like that. That's when they don't feel connected to you enough. So you have to think about, like, why are they being disrespectful? Like I'm a stranger or something, or a friend. I be telling them, I'm not your friend. Like, I'm not somebody on the street. But they just don't feel connected to you enough. And that's why they do that. They change that role of, like, either parent, child role, and treat you like a stranger because they don't feel connected enough to you. So just bring it back in. Try to bond with them. Have some activities. Take them out. Like, me and my son just started doing more play dates. We have a whole routine that we do during the week now that school is back in and he's on campus and not being homeschooled anymore. We don't spend as much time together. So we do Pizza Fridays. We do movie Saturdays. Today is Monday. I'm off usually on Monday, Tuesday. If I don't have the whole day scheduled with sessions. We'll go to the movies on Tuesdays because it's like $6 movie Tuesdays here. So we just take the time to go bond with each other. Every other time I get to pick the movie. Every other time he gets to pick the movie. Even though half the time I don't want to go see what he want to see. He won't know that. I'll just go, put a smile on my face, and be that awesome mom. And he's like, Mom, you're the best. You're the best mom ever. But like lately he's been getting good reviews and stuff from school and feedback. His teachers sending him good notes. So I just go get him little gifts. I bought him a gift card for the movie because he loved movies. And he loved movie snacks. So we'll go load up at the 99-cent store and get him his little licorice and popcorn and stuff and juice. But for those of you who had just logged in and joined the live, you can catch the replay. If you go on the replay, just do #replay so I can know you came in. I'll recap the 6 behaviors. Whining, they just need a chance to cry. They feel powerless and they can't cope. Bossy are controlling. They're worried that their needs are not going to be met. They compete with siblings, meaning they need to feel more valued for who they are and connected to the parent. If they don't listen, they don't feel their needs are acknowledged. If they're rebellious, usually they need a chance to feel more powerful. And if they're disrespectful, it always show that they don't feel connected to you enough. So those are the 6 behaviors to recognize in a kid, and you'll be able to correct it. For those of you who have gotten a copy of my 5 Easy Steps to Change Your Child Behavior, I sort of talk about some of these things in that book. You can check it out. It is, I think, only $5 right now. But I'll give it to you free, just like I'm doing the other ebook for the rest of the month, just for these last, I think, 4 days left of the month. So you can message me and I'll send you the link, and you'll be able to get some help with dealing with children behavior. Now their kids are back at school. They pick up on bad habits from other kids. Oh my gosh. See, I got my tea right now because my son is on the 3rd week of school and he come home. He got me with a scratchy throat. He coughing, sniffing. I'm like, oh, you already bringing these kids germs home? and we ain't even made it 3 weeks yet. But I'm trying to get that together before I take this trip to California next week. And for all my California people, if you want to book a session, I will be there twice within the next 2 weeks. So I'll be there the 8th of September for my aunt's funeral, but I will be free that Sunday if you want to either meet up or book a session, and I will be back the following weekend, and I'll be there from the 15th until I believe the 20th. But you can always do one-on-ones with me in person. I'm usually in California every other week. I do have clients there that I work with, and or we could do video chat. Like, there's different options that I do with my clients. But since you guys are close in California, well, the Vegas people, they know they're close, so I can meet with them one-on-one in person. But for my California clients, I am there almost every other week. But I'll be there 2 times within the next 2 weeks. So you can get your sessions booked. You can go online, purchase your session, your hour or whatever, and I'll be able to meet up with you, and we can schedule what time and date would work best for you. But I thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget, get your 45-minute sessions in. It's only going to be free for 4 more days. After that, it's going to require a deposit of $25. I thank you guys for being such supportive people. I thank you for all you guys' prayers and everybody that sent me emails, text messages, inbox messages, all that. Like, it really, really helped. What did you say, Lucinda? So happy I caught you live. Man, I bet. But I thank you guys for tuning in. I didn't even know if I was gonna be able to do this a live today. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel, so I didn't announce it until the last minute. But I've been like grinding, following up with all my clients and rescheduling clients and things like that for when I go out of town. So I have a lot going on. I'm trying to meet the deadline for an article I'm writing in a magazine for my guest blog. I gotta finish that article, and also get ready for a podcast interview. So I got a lot going on within the next 3 weeks, so I'm trying to get it all done. So I'll be really busy tomorrow. If you guys message me tomorrow, I'm open for the whole day for breakthrough sessions, because it's Tuesday, I'm off, and then the rest of the week I'm available in the morning. So just get your request in, send me a message, email me, whatever you got to do. It's only free for 4 more days, no exceptions. But I will offer special things for those who join my group. So those in the group, most likely you're already on my email list, so look out for an email soon, because I have something special for you guys coming up. And thank you for tuning in live with me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Time for me to go get back in these streets and drive for Lyft. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you guys. I really appreciate y'all. Bye.